Hello, Matt. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'd like to ask you, just to explain, what is the Global Top 100 Executive Allies list?
Yeah, thanks, Can. It's good to be having this sort of conversation with you today. So the Global Top 100 Executive Allies was an initiative that got started during the middle of the pandemic, actually, in 2020. And really the purpose of the Top 100 is to really shine a light and recognise great leaders within our industry that are contributing and taking continual acts of allyship to support the LGBT community. So it actually fits in with a bigger sort of piece of our work, Project 1000, which is our campaign over 5 years to shine a light on 1,000 LGBT plus and supportive allies working within our industry.
And why does this campaign really matter right now, especially with all the challenges we're currently facing?
Yeah, well, I think if we look back across, the last 12 months, Kat, what we've really seen is a lot of underrepresented communities and diversities really being sort of disproportionately impacted by the impact of the pandemic. So we are needing to really work harder to make sure that those people that are more vulnerable have the support and empowerment that they need to thrive. In terms of the role of executive allies specifically within an organisational context, these are really important for 3 key reasons. The first is around our business, the second around our industry reputation, and the third around our talent. Really important that we also remember that over 92% of all LGBT talent working within our industry right now say that executive level allies and visible allies are significantly important to them. And this campaign, Kat, in collaboration with Investment Week, aims to be a change agent to make that happen.
Yes, it really does seem more and more important this year than ever before, doesn't it? So let's sort of turn to the actual Executive Allies list itself. Who can actually apply for this?
Yeah, so I mean, there's 2 ways you can get involved actually. One is to be nominated by somebody else or by a firm, and the other is to self-nominate as well. And what we're really looking for here is, those members of sort of the C-suite or executive leadership teams, who have got significant people responsibility within their respective organisations. Now, we are aiming to really reflect, executives of all sort of genders, ethnicities, backgrounds, etc. And what we aim to do is to really hold up a mirror to the reality of representation at senior level within our industry sector. So we're looking for those people that are actively involved right now in the diversity, inclusion and LGBT agendas within their respective firms. However, we're also looking for firms to nominate executives who are keen to support and keen to do more and are committed to taking acts of allyship forward within their respective businesses. So 2 real dimensions, those that are actively involved right now, and second, Kat, those that are committed to taking forward action in the 12 months ahead.
And what are you really looking for after they've applied? What do they really need to sort of demonstrate to you? What are the key questions you're going to be asking yourselves looking at the applications?
Yeah, sure. So really what we're looking for is good evidence really around sort of 5 traits of impactful allyship. And I talk about these a lot with our clients and within our member firms. But really it's this idea of sort of self-discovery, so learning and education and empathy, and really being able to put ourselves in sort of the shoes of others. We also look for other traits such as courage and responsibility, and also actually persistence. So these 5 traits of allyship are going to be sort of the framework in which we have the discussions and review the applications which come through.
And after you've put the list together, what happens in terms of it being published and sort of content around that? It's around June time, isn't it, when this sort of
exactly. Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Kat. Of course, Pride Month sort of, generally speaking, is celebrated in the month of June. Of course, what we saw last year was obviously all the events cancelled. And what we're starting to hear now is that the actual physical Pride events are going to be put back until September. But what we're aiming to do in June is to really, breathe life into Pride, in the month of June as normal. And what we're going to be doing is sort of teaming up with your organisation, Incisive Media and Investment Week, to publish the top 100 list on the 24th of June globally. And really the aftermath of that then is around creating positive recognition and really role modelling those leaders within our industry that are demonstrating good leadership on this issue. And what we've really sort of seen is that this can often be a catalyst for progress within individual firms and a more macro sort of industry level as well.
Well, that's great. Thanks for giving us an overview of the initiative there, Matt. And we would encourage, obviously, people to nominate themselves or a colleague for this great initiative. Thank you very much for your time today, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you.